Hello, and welcome to World of Legends. Today, we take you into the world of the most mysterious and captivating figures in history and mythology, the Amazon women. This journey, filled with intrigues, legendary events, and magical stories, will make you feel like you're watching a movie. If you want to discover these legendary warriors of history, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like our video, and share your thoughts in the comments. Now, let's dive into the enchanting story of the Amazon women. Amazon women? Brave warriors inscribed in the dusty pages of time, intertwined with legends. Throughout history, Amazons have hosted many stories, legends, and intrigues, recognized as a strong and independent female community. As we recount the story of these legendary women, we embark on a journey into their world, filled with dramatic events and mysterious intrigues. The most renowned queen of the Amazons, Hippolyta, was the daughter of the god Ares, and the magical girdle given to her by her father endowed her with extraordinary strength and courage. This girdle was a symbol of Amazonian power and became a target for many heroes. According to legend, Hercules, on one of his 12 labors, went to the land of the Amazons to retrieve Hippolyta's girdle. Hippolyta did not resist Hercules and agreed to give him the girdle peacefully. However, due to the provocations of the goddess Hera, the Amazons attacked Hercules, mistaking him for an aggressor. This misunderstanding ignited a great war, and eventually, Hercules killed Hippolyta and took the girdle. Hercules' encounter with the Amazons was only one example of their complex relationships with men. Amazons often considered strategic and political interests in their relations with men. For them, men were necessary to maintain the balance of power and continue their lineage. However, allowing men into their community was seen as a sign of weakness for the Amazons. The Amazons' mastery of the art of war made them almost invincible. The speed, agility, and tactical intelligence they displayed on the battlefield struck fear into their enemies. Amazon women excelled in archery, horseback riding, and close combat. Their disciplined and coordinated movements astonished and defeated any army they faced. Another significant leader of the Amazons, Penthesilea, displayed great bravery when she came to the aid of Troy during the Trojan War. During the war, she engaged in a deadly duel with Achilles. When Achilles killed Penthesilea, he felt deep admiration for her beauty and bravery, turning the war into a tragic love story. Achilles falling in love with Penthesilea at the moment he unveiled her face reveals the emotional complexities of the Amazons' relationships with men. Amazons were not only warriors and strategists but also leaders. Thalestris, another famous Amazon queen, was said to have met Alexander the Great. According to the stories, Thalestris spent a night with Alexander and asked him for a child. This story symbolizes the Amazons' efforts to continue their lineage and increase their power. The relationship between Thalestris and Alexander is another example of the Amazons' strategic relationships with men. Amazon women did not hesitate to use any intrigue or strategy to maintain their independence and power. In their society, male children were usually sent back to their fathers or killed. This strict practice reflects the Amazons' effort to maintain female power within their community and minimize male influence. The dramatic events and intrigues experienced by the Amazons were filled with great mysteries not only on the battlefield, but also within their inner world. A betrayal or a love story turning into a tragedy could change the fate of the Amazon kingdom. These women did not hesitate to use any intrigue or strategy to maintain their power and independence. While their agility and speed made them nearly invincible on the battlefield, Political games and power struggles within the community kept them constantly on guard. The legends of the Amazons have inspired many works of art and stories up to the present day. In the modern world, popular culture icons like Wonder Woman continue to carry the legacy of Amazon women. Their stories are not only myths but also symbols of courage, independence, and strength. The lives and legends of Amazon women have ignited the imagination of many throughout history, making them symbols of brave, strong, and independent women. The efforts of Amazon women to maintain their independence often brought them face to face with men. Amazons, who acted strategically in their relationships with men, did not hesitate to fight when necessary or ally when needed. Maintaining this balance was an essential part of their survival and power-sustaining strategy. The lifestyle of the Amazons was extraordinary and remarkable in many ways. Another noteworthy story is the strategies developed by the Amazons to maintain the matriarchal order they established. The Amazons, in a society composed only of women, tried to continue their lineage by engaging in limited and controlled relationships with men. These relationships reflected their efforts to maintain their independence and power. They used sexual relations solely for procreation. Emotional bonds or dependencies outside this purpose had no place in their disciplined and harsh lifestyle. Amazons used the men they captured in wars to meet their sexual needs. These men were seen only as tools, and after serving the desired purpose, they were mostly killed. This harsh and ruthless method was deemed necessary for them to sustain their existence as a strong and independent community, without external influences. Keeping men under such control was considered an important element that reinforced the Amazons' power and authority. Amazons who gave birth to children necessary for their lineage were very selective in raising male children. Male children were either sent back to their fathers or killed if deemed a threat to the Amazon community. Only female children were allowed to stay in the community. This strict practice reflected the Amazons' effort to maintain female power within their community and minimize male influence. This way, Amazons managed to keep their internal order and independence strong. These controlled relationships and strict practices enabled the Amazons to establish a strong and independent order within the community. These limited and controlled relationships with men strengthened their defense mechanisms against external threats. Thus, Amazon women achieved unparalleled success in determining their own fate and protecting their community. This lifestyle was recorded in history as a reflection of their warrior and strategic intelligence. Many stories of the Amazon women feature events where love and war intertwine. These events reveal both their warrior and human sides. The tragedy of love and the ruthlessness of war are significant elements that shape the lives of the Amazons. These elements add depth and complexity to their stories, while also touching upon universal themes of humanity. The life of the Amazons took place in a world filled with mythology and legends. This world allowed them to showcase their courage, intelligence, and strategic abilities. Amazon women have ignited the imagination of many throughout history, and their legends have inspired numerous works of art that have reached the present day. The stories of these strong women are not just parts of the past, but also inspiring tales for the present. The quests for independence, courage, and power of the Amazons continue to resonate in the modern world. Their stories remind us of the importance of being brave and determined. As we continue to tell the fascinating stories of the Amazon women, it is essential to highlight their complex relationships with men. These relationships reveal their strategic intelligence and political skills. In their relationships with men, Amazons acted in ways that would protect their own interests, reflecting their efforts to keep their society strong and independent. In conclusion, the story of the Amazon women unfolds in a world filled with intrigues, legends, and dramatic events. Their courage, strength, and strategic intelligence have made them some of the most intriguing figures in history. The stories of these powerful women are not just myths but significant tales reflecting universal themes of humanity. It was a pleasure to share the enchanting story of the Amazon women with you. Their courage, mysteries, and intrigue-filled lives continue to be one of the most captivating parts of history and mythology. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like our video, and share your thoughts in the comments. See you on our next legendary journey in World of Legends. Goodbye.